Hey everybody, this is Colleen, Stitching with the Sisterlies. Today is December 8th, 2025, and Link, if you hear any bopping about, that's Lincoln. Why is my camera moving around? Anyway, I wanted to show you. Oh, hold on. Pause. If I could figure out the pause. Pause, pause, pause. I don't like that camera going in and out. Oh, okay. Where's pause? Oh, pause. Well, never mind. I was going to see if I can add some pictures to this, but as I talk, I'll have to do it when I'm editing so I could put a picture in. There's a couple of things that I did that I don't have anymore because it was for an Advent exchange I was doing with Kim, the stay-at-home quilter. And one of them was a Through the Woods quilt, and the other one was then I had a couple cross stitches that I did for her. And I wanted to show those. So I'll put those in at the end. Maybe I'll do it at the end that I don't have to figure out where to stick them in here. But what have I been doing lately? I have been stitching. I've been stitching Scarlet, who I think is a French bulldog, French terrier, French something, a Frenchie. I think it's a Frenchie. And this is by Stacy Nash, and it's the Animal Crackers series. And this is what it looks like or will look like. That little sampler on the side of her is 1/1. That's going to be fun. I am stitching her on 36 count winter brew linen by R&R Reproductions, and this is what I have done so far. So she's kind of fun to stitch. I'm enjoying her. So that is Stacy Nash's Animal Crackers Scarlet. We have one thing done. What else do I have? Oh, in the fat quarter, I think it was October's box, there was a pattern in the sampler called the Pie Safe, and I had a giveaway. Um, you had to put pie in the comments or something like that on live, and also after the live, people commented. And I said I was going to make this, and then I would draw the winner of this. And I did make it. And this is what it looks like. I don't, you probably, well, the camera keeps moving. Let's do this. So hopefully you could see it. And here's the back. So the winner of this is Janice Lachlan 008. And if you would like this, if you can send me an email, which is in the description drop down, you'll find my email address. And I will need your address to be able to send this to you. So I am going to turn off, I'm going to pause for a minute to turn off whatever this camera is doing. It's a little too close. Boundaries. Well, I can't figure out how to make the camera stop doing what it was doing. So we'll just go on because it's getting windy and we're having the Pacific Northwest is having a atmospheric, I can't even say it, the atmospheric river. So that's what we are having. Quilt wise, I have been working on this project called uh, Threads of Gray Sampler. And this is what it's going to look like when it's done. And I have done the first block, this one. And I just drop the pattern on the floor. this is what it looks like. So I have it all in, all applique. Oh, we need to stop this. Hold on a second. This is cray cray. Okay. I don't want to filter. I don't want to blur myself. I don't want to stop it. I don't want to view the profile. Maybe it'll just work. This is funny. Mhm. This is what it looks like, and I have it appliqued down. Okay. Come on in, camera. Okay. All right. That's what I've been working on, besides the two things I'm going to show you at the end that I'll put in, which is the Through the Woods quilt and a couple of cross stitch items I did for Kim. Um, I got some happy mail from Teresa the Kogut, and she sent me the Midnight Stocking, Santa Stocking. It's gorgeous. I just love this. She also did a painting of this. I don't know if she has that for sale, but oh my gosh. And this is done on, what is it? What is the fabric? What is the fabric? I'm going to be doing it on 40 count old top hat by Dames in the Needle, and it's coming on the 11th because I believe it's going to finish at 8 3/8 by 22 and a half. And here's all the colors that are going to be in it. You can see those. It's going to be just stunning. Just stunning. Okay, I hope I'm not making anybody dizzy with that. That is, what have I gotten? I can show you. I got the Sew from Fat Quarter Shop. I got November Sew Sampler, and I have opened it. And hi, it comes in on me. Besides the couple of patterns we get with it, the tools we got. Oh, let's do the fabric first. The fabric is a layer cake of Wild Honey by Layla Boutique. And let's look at a couple of these because I think somebody who loves bees is going to be getting another quilt because guess what Wild Honey is? Guess what this fabric is all about? And a layer cake is 10-inch squares. So here, see that? But wait, let me show you. Let me show you. So there's different colors of the dots. Here's some of the flowers in different colors. In the blue, that olive drab green. Um, here's some, looks like needlepoint. Um, in oranges, greens, and here's some little flowers. And dark pink, blue, that olive green, and that cheddar cheese color. Here's what I like. I saw a pattern that Fat Quarter Shop had on their website that I want to do. And then here's the bees in their beehive. So all of those come in pink and blue. And that kind of drab olive green, sage, whatever color you want to call it. And kind of a burnt orange. I call it cheddar. And then, of course, there's words, all in those same kind of colors. So that's a really cute fabric line. Thank you, Fat Quarter Shop. I think this is a great Great box. This is the November box, but the fabric is super great. But let me tell you what's really cool because I do a lot of applique. The thing that makes this whole box worth, I think this goes for like $23, are these Perfect Scissors by K, I can't read, K Buckley. So there's these scissors. They're small, they're serrated, and they're sharp. So when you're cutting out your pieces, what I use, I have two other ones of hers. I have this one, it's got serrated edges as well. And I use this when I'm cutting out my shapes, and the serrated edges make it so your thing stays in place and isn't moving all over the place. And then I have these black ones also by Kate Buckley. I think that's her name. And they have, I don't know if you could see it, it has like a little dip. So if you do like machine applique and on the back of the quilt, a lot of times you want to cut those threads, and this will get right on top of also will get right on top of old skin, so don't do that. But it gets right on the fabric and without cutting the fabric, snips the threads. And we also got diagonal seam tape that you can put on your sewing machine for your 1/4 inch, to keep your 1/4 inch. You follow the line and you'll get your 1/4 inch stitch. I can talk. Let's see. Another thing is this is one of the patterns I edited with others at the Fat Quarter Shop. It's designed by Kim Dill. It's called the Flower Peddler. I've shown this before. It was also a giveaway. I loved it. Mostly, I loved this fabric. And this fabric is, I think it's Willow Hollow by Kim Dill. Pretty sure that's what it was. I'm pretty sure it was Willow Hollow. Yes, Willow Hollow collection by Kim Dill for Henry Glass Fabrics. And I want to do this so bad. And I couldn't find the fabric. And I'm not really good at picking fabric, like to make it match like what I want it to be. But I found some from this quilt shop called, she sent me a little magnet to put in my refrigerator so I don't forget. And it's the Quilt Barn, and it's in La Grande, Oregon. And she sent me this adorable card. And she wrote me a little note and she said, "Hello, Colleen. Welcome to the Quilt Barn in La Grande, Oregon. Thank you so very much for your online order with me. I truly do appreciate your business and to have you as a new customer. I hope you'll shop with us again." I will. "Perhaps you could get a road trip to visit in person." So, Cheryl, well, probably not Cheryl because she lives in Oregon, but Cole, next time we go to Idaho, why we went on to go to Idaho, I don't know, but we go through La Grande, so we should stop at the Quilt Barn. I know there was Jordan's Fabrics there, but I didn't know there were other quilt shops in La Grande. So maybe Kim, maybe you want to do a road trip to La Grande. And let me show you the fabric. This is because Fat Quarter Shop, fabric, it go it's a hot commodity. It goes on sale, it sells out, and they don't reprint. So luckily, and thank you, Quilt Barn, because they have the fabric so I could do the kit with. So all of this fabric, it's actually, I got the quilt kit. I think it was $99.09 or something. And here's the background. There's two backgrounds. Here's all those cute, cute little flowers, or it will be all those cute little flowers. See? And here is some of the background that goes in the flowers. And this background. And here's more. Isn't this beautiful? And the binding, it's just gorgeous. I just love it. And she said they still had more yardage, so I could go in and get, I could order, no, not go in necessarily, online, order the backing fabric for it. So it was so cool. So again, that was the Quilt Barn in La Grande, Oregon, and Larray is the quilt shop owner. And this will go on my refrigerator. So I won't forget you. Let's see, what else did I get? Ouch, don't want to drop you. Let's see, gonna have a sip of water. I'll pause so you don't have to hear me swallow. Okay, good thing I stopped. The doorbell rang and I'm like, people? What? There's people at my door? It was the mailman. Anyway, everybody knows that I like Lincoln, the man, and the dog. And I found one of my, somebody was looking at something on my Etsy page and she asked me, she knows I like Lincoln, she watches, and she asked if I had this pattern, which I didn't, but I do now because I went out to find it. This is by Susan Quilts. The pattern is by Susan Marth, and it is this. So it has log cabins around it. Lincoln's in the middle with the Gettysburg Address. And there's some I have to do some embroidery on it on the outline, which says a house divided against itself cannot stand. Those who deny freedom to others deserve it not for themselves. All I am or hope to be, I owe to my angel mother. 77 years ago, our forefathers brought forth. So it's just some of its famous quotes on there. There's some courthouse steps and log cabins. Lincoln in the middle. It's a silhouette of Lincoln, which guess what? Of course, I have. So here's the silhouette that goes smack dab in the middle. And it's already cut out, so I don't get to use my cool Hey Buckley scissors, and then I got on Etsy, I found some um, Gettysburg Address fabric, which the silhouette goes on that, and then you saw on the sides and the top and the bottom, above the embroidery will be those all embroidery those quotes. I got some log cabin foundation paper pieces because all those blocks are 6 inches or 6.5 unfinished. Courthouse steps, I got these from Fat Quarter Shop. The fabric I got for the log cabin, there's 3 blacks, 3 creams, 3 reds, and background fabric. My background fabric is this. Uh, I have a black already, but here's a couple more blacks I got. This is Marcus Fabrics Pam's Patchwork Stars by Pam Buddha. It's one of the blacks. Here's another one by Pam Buddha, and this one is what? Reflower. Lincoln Settle. Here's one of the creams. I think all my fabrics are by Pam Buddha, most of them. I got these at the Fat Quarter Shop. I was also looking at French General, so I think some of these are French General. The black was Pam Buddha. These creams and the reds I'm going to show you are French General. And here are my reds. So we have a dark one, a medium one, and a lighter. So I'm excited. And then here's going to be my backing. And I got it's what is it? It's Kim Dale backing. Farmhouse. Farmhouse is going to be the backing for the Abraham Lincoln quilt. And I think that as far as what I've got, well, I've got some more stuff. I got from the Fat Quarter Shop, I ordered this Modern Prairie, who is Melissa Gilbert, Laura on Little House on the Prairie. This is from her collection. And look how cool this is. It opens up into a little sewing kit. So she designed this, and then you just close it up and put this over the little button. And I got this at the Fat Quarter Shop. It's just adorable. I got something else there. What else did I get? I feel like I'm leaving something out. From my friend Kim, the stay-at-home quilter. We're doing the one I'm doing the uh, Advent with. She had me quilt a quilt for her, a smaller quilt that wouldn't fit on her long arm. And this is what she paid me. So she has to send over about, I don't know, 5 more quilts to equal what she gifted me for quilting that for her. And it is the Glow Premium Light Box. So first of all, you could do everything right on here. It's a light, which I'm going to show you in a minute, but it has a cutting mat over it. So I could have the cutting mat right on top of it. And it's the cutter pillar. And then it stays charged for this, it says about 3 hours. So there's 1, 2, can you see? Am I pressing it? I don't think I'm pressing it. That's 1, 2, 3. So that's empty. Then where is anytime I don't want to find this, my hand will hit it. There we go. And then I could just put this right on top of it. And I could cut right on top of this. And it stays once you charge a battery, it's at least 3 hours. So it's really cool. Thank you, Kimberly Jolly, for showing this. You and Denise showed it on one of your tutorials. You were doing I think, cross-stitch finishing tutorial. And thank you, Kim, the stay-at-home quilter, for this. I mean, oh my gosh, it was awesome. So I think that's everything. I've showed you everything. So this time you can hear me swallow. I'm gonna let you guys go, and maybe I'll be back with Cole sometime this week. I think remember that damn wordy Declaration of Independence? She got it finished. Oh, that was another thing. I think Fat Quarter Shop has 108 wide backing fabric. I can't remember who it's by, of the Declaration of Independence, which I'm ordering because I want to put it in the back of my Scrappy Americana flag quilt that I'm doing. Yeah, so the 250th celebration of our existence is coming up. And I'm excited to see what all the cross-stitch designers and all of the quilt designers are creating. I've seen some of it, but I'm super excited to see what they are creating for all of us to stitch and quilt. And that's it. I'm going to go and load this up before the atmospheric river hits and I could possibly lose power. So you all have a great day. enjoy stitching and quilting and anything you're doing. And I think we are done.